my gosh. Oh. Jim Rauch, Rauch. I do web pages. Oh, shit. I do web pages for the University of Cincinnati. Oh, what is up to people of YouTube? Back again. This time, part 2 of Rauch is interrogation. I think where we left off is he was getting into another story about blaming the police for his predicament and taking zero responsibility. He faults them with Yahoo and Goggle not, binding themselves legally. So that's where we left off with Rauch. Depending on how we can get this rolling, we could probably get Rauch done today, or a quick one eventually. So hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we can hear Jim. If not, then I have a way to improvise quite a ghetto / MacGyver way of doing things. So yeah, let me see. I think this is pretty much where we left off last time. I know the audio was kind of crappy, so I'm just not going to use a microphone, and hopefully we can hear Jim, and hopefully we can hear me. So yeah, let's just get right into the Jim Rauch. Taken at the Jim Rauch, Rauch Swingers Club. All right, I need to stop. A little hyper. But, okay, let's go.
Yeah, because of the fact that I'm not out there fucking the 13-year-olds and getting them drunk and taking them up to hotels, and as we always know from the news today. I'm not doing that, and I don't have a desire to do.
So I like the story. I was like, I'm not taking him off to some hotel and fucking him. But he does say that he does mention in the beginning of his chat where he said he has a hot tub in his house, that he wants to use. Awesome. Thank you, Roscoe. I appreciate it. That's good. I'm glad. I'm happy. He does say he's like, I have a hot tub in my house, east side of Cincinnati. Looking for some action and stuff. So literally, and then in the chat, or not the chat, but the phone call, he says, I'm gonna find out where you are. I'm gonna take you back to my house and F your brains out. So theoretically, he would probably take the kid, or he would have taken Cheyenne to his house. So I don't know where he's trying to differentiate. He's just trying to using all these real world examples to differentiate his situation than other people that he's seen, but really, there's no difference.
But you felt a connection tonight. Tonight
She did,
and she needed you,
and I needed her in some sense. And I needed to be able to.
Let yourself go.
No. I needed to help her. There's a need
to help her.
I needed to fulfill a need of somebody.
A need of
and
what?
I've always done it all my life. We go back to history with my school.
Yeah.
And it's always that, trying to find some way to help some kids. And I really felt that.
Oh God, yeah. Don't equate this. Don't equate it. Again, that makes him look so much worse. He's trying to equate his need to help kids with this whole situation with Cheyenne. It's almost like he's feeding off of they're feeding off each other. Nitschke and Reed are pretty much feeding off of Rauch and vice versa. They give him somewhat the benefit of the doubt. In reality, they don't, but they're trying to perceive it. They're giving up the benefit of the doubt, giving him some lines like, "Oh, you need," as Nitschke said, "you need to help somebody," and then Rauch feeds off of that to further justify his need to help people at 11 o'clock at night with, an erection and drunkenness, and again, does not help his case.
thought that me. It's not bullshit. It's just the way I feel.
It's bullshit. I mean, if that's the way you feel, I don't think that's bullshit.
Well, I know, but on outside of it, people look at it. They don't see.
But you have feelings. I mean, you'd be inhuman if you didn't have feelings. And tonight was about feelings.
Bullshit.
It was.
Tonight was about feelings, and tonight was about you trying to help someone who you felt you needed.
Help them is the key word there.
Yeah, and you wanted to share.
I wanted to
With
be.
the-
I wanted to be able after the discussion of the and if it's sexual or whatever it happens to be, I wanted to share that this is how I would see it. What do you need? Where do we go from there? How does my role change with you? Enough labor. Do what you have to do.
Because he realizes his story is complete BS, and he can't continually BS and make up this fabricated story of needing to help. I mean, it's like he's trying to treat her like an adult, which he can't really do because she's a 13-year-old. Well, what he believes is a 13-year-old girl. He's trying to treat her like an adult. Where can I help you? What do I need to do? It's like you need to stay away from her and get off of your webcam with your jerking off. Definitely not having her call you and telling her you want to F her brains out. Yeah, that would probably be the best thing. So the best thing to do would be to piss off Jim. But hey, you wanted to help her emotionally, mentally, and possibly sexually too.
Jim, you've said several times that, you feel sabotaged.
Mm-hmm.
We're not here to make life harder for you. I mean, you're in the situation that you're in, and right now we have an opportunity to talk through things and maybe get you in a better situation so that you don't feel sabotaged.
Okay, in that relationship.
Essentially saying, do this to yourself and help us, help us incriminate you further by talking. And maybe it'll make you feel better right now, but, once you're in front of that judge, you're going to feel a lot worse. So, yeah. I don't know what getting him in a better position means. I think that's completely false. There's no way that talking to the cops is in any form going to put Jim in a better position. So good luck with that one.
So, in that perspective, how do I deal? I'm going to be online. Unless you guys chop up an arm, take the job away. And deal with that when I see somebody who does have a need.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
I don't need searching out. I'm not talking. I'm somebody. That's the whole thing. I never have gone
Mr. Payne,
to
what's
somebody
up?
on the internet who hasn't responded to me. However that plays a perspective and how you deal with the job that you do. For me, once they respond to me, then I have not an obligation. But I need to. Do I need to answer them, or do I shut it off? And that is really hard for me.
Yeah.
That is really hard. When somebody said hi, after I said hi to them, I mean, just that simple. Just that simple. If I don't respond to them, it says, "Oh, man, he doesn't care." It's like the 37,000 other people don't care, And I have a real problem with that because if somebody responds to me, I always respond.
Sorry. Okay, I let it go on because wow, a lot to dissect right there. He starts off with his like, "You take my job away, or cut off my arms," and he kind of looks at them, and I'm assuming they probably have blank stares. He's probably looking for a indicator of like one way or another. To again, a level of delusion. Again, he doesn't. He thinks that he's just gonna go home, with a ticket or something, or maybe spend a night in jail. But in reality, he's gonna be able to go home. Yeah, he's one of those predators that literally just thinks that these cops are just like, we just want your side of the story. We know what happened. We just want your side. Don't worry about it. Just tell us your side and why you're here. And yeah, what a performance. I mean, what a performance. I mean, he is acting above, any other human being could act. I mean, he is the Daniel Day-Lewis times 20. Give him every single Academy Award for acting. And yeah, and he's trying to put on his sad sack. Like, I'm just here to help. I'm here to help people and respond, and I can't shut people off and all this stuff. And I don't know why. Again, I don't know why the cops care. They don't care. Again, they don't care. I don't know if he's trying to make them care, but they don't care.
Okay, I'm sorry. What do we do?
If you could talk more about the information that you exchanged with Cheyenne as far as pictures
Dick
or
pic.
chat.
I did have my webcam, and my webcam has been both visual, as obviously seen, facially, genitalia.
Genitalia. How many times would you say?
I would say maybe one or two times that she has accepted to see me that way.
And that was on Yahoo.
It was on Yahoo, and it was her. I never forced it on her. She always asked to have an exception, to accept it. But not. It's not always been genitalia, but the
Face. Like, so there's multitude of different.
She had to accept it. I never forced it on her. It's like I feel like he's lying. I feel like I mean, if you had to have an invitation, or like, so I think it would be like, hey, Rauch Jim is trying to send you a video chat or something, and then obviously she accepted it. But it's the way he makes it seem is like he told her, hey, my dick is out. Do you want to see it? That's how he's trying to phrase it. But in reality, it's like someone's sending you like a video chat, like you accept it, you're not going to always know what's on the other side, especially since I don't think they really talked about prior, like, hey, look, Cheyenne, I'm jerking off. Do you want to see it? It was more of just like, here, let's video chat. Oh, here's my dick. So again, trying to deflect any wrongdoing on his part. Yeah, seriously, especially when you're that age, there's nothing appealing about that. There's nothing appealing about the wrinkly.
Yeah, but that's only, and again, only because of the fact that that's the way I was at that point. Not that I was. No, okay. Cheyenne is going to be on, so let's put her on my dick. No, it was never that. It was there. I just clicked on webcams available. She accepted it or not accepted it. In most cases, and she hadn't always accepted it.
Mm-hmm. Well, was this in response to the conversation you were
No,
having?
no. There was usually no conversation in relationship to that. No conversation. Nothing. Is this an adult cam? No, even that.
So then there you go. That again proves that he pretty much forced it on her, because that would have been something that he could have said, there was a conversation or there was like a warning or something. No, it was just like, my dick's out. So again, he further made himself look stupider by simply saying there was never any preemptive conversation or anything to set it up. It was just like, my dick is out. But oh look, your eyes looked over here, so that's your fault. No, it's your dick is out. So yeah, he was always I think he was always just with his dick out. Every night just whacking off on cam. So that's just how it went. I don't really know why. It's not like I doubt he was just a couple days. Like he had a schedule like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll have my dick out. Tuesday, Friday, I'll give him a break. I don't believe that for 1 second.
This cam was available. You want, you can say it, you don't.
When you sent that,
But that's, okay, again. But in relationship to other people other than Cheyenne, no, that was common practice for me.
God, it's disgusting. Yeah, he's coming up to saying that. It's coming up. What's up, Clobbering? Yeah, it's coming up to saying that. And yeah, in relation to other people, it was par for the course. It's like you're just a predator in general. You don't have to be a predator to children. Just be a predator to everybody on Yahoo in the Cincinnati area. Because look out, the Rauch is whacking it and coming hard at everybody. Yeah, again, you're not making yourself look any better by saying all these things don't make him look any better. Even if it's like legal, even like if it's legal and everyone's 18 and above, I mean, you still look like a predator and a creep. So, it's not like an average thing to do, especially when you're a former elementary school teacher and you work for a university. So you're around fairly younger people all the time. So he continues to burn himself.
what did you hope when?
If somebody wanted to look at it, they could look at it, decline, look at it, stop, go on, do their own.
So,
That was my.
Look at it. Wow.
That was my. That was what I expected them to do. If they didn't want to see it, they didn't do it. If they did see it and they didn't want to look at it, they could click on.
So you sent it as something that if she wanted to view it, she could view it. If she didn't, she didn't want to view it.
Exactly. And I would have done that I would have done that beyond Cheyenne. Way, any other people I had in contact.
Oh my God.
I mean, when you go through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and you get a response, and you put on my webcam is available. That's it, and then you get that choice.
Why does it have to be your dick? Why does it have to be his dick? It's like you could just show your face or show your dog named Bud, or Rauch has a cat. Show your cat. It's like you have to just sit there showing your dick jerking off to all these people, and that's again. He's like, oh, search hundreds and hundreds of people. Yeah, because they don't want to sit there and look at your wrinkly dick. But then it just in that same tone, he just like seemingly didn't separate the fact that Cheyenne was a child. He's just like, oh, I did it for everybody. He is very not no discrepancy, none whatsoever.
so when you said that there were webcam shots of your genitalia,
Because Michael, the directions were terrible.
going on, was there
Cheyenne's directions were
masturbation
terrible.
involved?
Not in all cases. Just there. There was masturbation in places of people who did have a connection with me. Okay, in other words, people who stayed with me in short term. No.
What about with Cheyenne?
No, I don't think so.
Exactly, Clobber. Yeah, exactly.
And that may be just I don't remember, but I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it was more like, here's a guy's thing. More that was more of it.
More of an education for her.
I think so. She was at least whoever she is. Go back to that. It was more of a this is what a guy looks like. Yeah. Oh, your boyfriend looks like, you ever touched that, your boyfriend? Oh, yeah, I touched him once.
This is. I can't. I don't know if Catherine Reed purposely was like more of an education for her because Jim was a teacher. You know, that's one thing that I didn't pick up on. It's just like he equates himself educating people on how to play the recorder to, you know, how to play the skin flute. But wow, yeah, and it's just like he doesn't change his tone, doesn't show any kind of remorse or regret. Like, God, it's disgusting. I'm disgusting. It was just like, yeah, you know, hey, little girl, want to see my dick? And then, yeah, I still think he is. I think he still is drunk. Seriously, this is what a real man looks like. You know, not your dumb boyfriend. Yeah, 6 years and 2. Yeah, that's funny. Seriously. Just know he's so casual about it. He's just so casual. It's just that I don't think this is normal. I don't think this is normal, especially for someone of his, you know, profession. He's a well, apparently to Chris Hansen, he says a well-respected member of his community, a church man, all this stuff, and he's doing this. Yeah, I don't know why he's just trying to normalize it, especially to a kid.
Nothing more than that. Nothing for that I remember.
And you said you only do that like 1 or 2 times? You said something else, or?
Probably 1 or 2 times. No more than that.
And then tonight, you said you were going to be for her in various issues, you know, because some with her parents, and
She said her mother was working at the hospital, and that she was free, and I connected, and I gave her my phone number,
give her phone number.
which was a big step for me.
Yeah,
Well, a big step for me because number one, I didn't know where she lived, and then we followed through with that fiasco and driving all over.
How'd you find her? How'd you find her place there?
Luckily,
Did you get like a map quest, or?
I had originally had a map, but we knew I spent an hour looking for directions with her, or whoever it is. Their directions.
They were terrible.
Yeah, they were.
So did you have to call her back, or?
She called me, and then obviously that was.
And that's where you kind of asked where is this?
Well, what am I going? What am I doing?
Was it a cell phone
I'm not sure.
or your
I had a
home
cell
phone?
phone. I had a cell
So
phone.
she was calling you on your cell phone?
Or whoever it was.
Yeah.
So he connected with her via what? How did he connect with her? There's no big giving his phone number out is not a big step. He's full of it. You know, it doesn't matter. You didn't connect. You just jerked off on cam, talked about music for 2 minutes, then just having sex. Oh, that's a big step for you, Jim. Oh yeah, it's such a big step to get your phone number out. No, he's just a horn dog. So excuse me, it's not a big deal you get your phone number out to this girl. You didn't even like, not even in the sense of like it was a big deal because I didn't know who she was. I didn't know if she was real. No, it's like, oh, I just didn't know where she lived. Yes, you did. You knew where she lived. He could be kind of a sociopath. I know he's definitely an arrogant guy that just doesn't care about anybody. He's more about himself. Yeah, exactly, Clobbering. He spent an hour dealing with his. Yeah. Again, MapQuest. I don't understand why he didn't have. I don't understand. He did. Yeah, I don't know why he blames again people in the bad directions. It's pretty simple. I wonder if like the perverted justice or the police had his address before he came, so they were able to direct him better. But yeah, again, as Clobbering and I did a video, it was such a straight shot, and he made it bad for himself. Yeah, that's still up in the air of who made that judgment call to let him go. Maybe that by the time that he was on the road, they couldn't tell. But then he did admit in the first phone call that he had a couple of vodka tonics. So who knows how strong he makes his drinks and how many he actually had. So yeah, I mean that's a very it's still that to this day is still one of the unsolved mysteries of Rauch.
Okay.
Have you ever called her on your cell phone or anything like that?
Never, not till now.
And tonight, I know a lot of things. You wanted to express certain things. You wanted to I'm trying to express your feelings, Jim.
Okay,
I'm trying to express your feelings, and because I want to get it right, I don't want to say something that's not right.
Okay.
But tonight, you wanted to see how she was emotionally, sexually. Does that what kind of condoms come into play?
With the what?
Condoms she had on you?
I wanted to put them in my pocket, which I did last night also.
Yeah.
That maybe that should be noted.
Yeah.
I put the condoms in my pocket tonight.
Yeah.
If it's something culminated that she went that direction.
You want to still be safe?
Okay, the same reason why I had them in my pocket last night, in case when I went to the swingers club, I would have them in case.
And you protect yourself.
I know, yeah. Number one, I protect myself. Number two, I protect the person.
Just like I said, you care about people. I can understand that you would want, like I said, you didn't want to hurt nobody.
Exactly.
And that's
Oh wow, that is again. I don't know why Nitschke had to go in this like weird pseudo way of asking about condoms instead of just saying straight up, why do you have condoms on you, instead of having this little like, I know you wanted to see how she was sexually, emotionally, me, and that's why I have the condoms, And again, Rauch basically admits that, hey, I would have had sex with her, because he's like, in case anything happened. Like he tries to carefully word it to try to not incriminate himself, but regardless of it, he is admitting that if things came to the way they were, he would have done it, which obviously he was there for. That's why they were in his pocket. And yeah, and again, I had him in my pocket last night. That should be noted too. It's like, why does it matter? Because that's adults. Who cares? It's a swingers club. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, unless you're in the same exact piss drunk outfit from last night, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to put the condoms in the new jacket or pocket or whatever. So again, this is not a good argument for Jim. Seriously, it just shows that he has condoms in his pocket, and they're there for, and he's basically saying they're also there for Cheyenne in case something happens. Like he's gonna leave it up to Cheyenne. Like, yeah, bullshit. See, Clara, I kind of think the police didn't know he was drunk. Yeah, that's true. That again, I think we were talking about it before. The setup of the cops and perverted justice, if they were in the same room, and if they were being supervised, or it was more of a separate, autonomous investigation. So we've seen both. So yeah, it'd be interesting to go back and see how they went about the phone conversations, and how they were able to hear them, where they were, live or later on. So, and I could be wrong. I don't know if they ever, in any other cases in this Highland Heights investigation, bring up the phone conversations that the decoys had with the predators. I don't remember. Maybe in the McAllister one, but I don't know if anyone knows. So I'm wondering if they hadn't heard the entire, if they weren't there at that time, if they had heard Rauch's whole call, because it was such a long one. So yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you're talking, Michael. You're talking about Glenn Mitchell with the other Ohio State. Yeah, because he got spooked because he was driving the wrong way, and then he got stopped by like a different county or whatever you want to call it department, and they let him go because they didn't really know, obviously, because it was a different county. And then he got spooked. As they said, so he got spooked, and then he just wouldn't come. So he was going heading back to Indianapolis, excuse me, and then they picked him up. Yeah, you have to have a drink for this one. Seriously.
Tonight went in that direction. You were at least been prepared.
I was prepared if it came to that point. Which, did I really expect it to be there?
Did you want it to be there?
Oh, yeah, I'd love to be there. Only in the sense that I'm frustrated as hell. Do I want this furnished up? No way there. No, I can go down the list.
Up and down.
I can go down the list. It's been 2 weeks since I've had it. And yeah, I'm frustrated as hell. But expectations of it being there, not any more than anything else.
Oh, Jim, you sick bastard. Well, he pretty much admits it right there. Again, it's like what, third or fourth time he admits it. I love how he's like, do I expect it to be there? In terms of like, because he freaking has been rejected so much. That's why he's like, I didn't expect it to be there, but I wish it was there. Oh yeah, of course. Of course I wanted there to be a 13-year-old girl there. I wanted to take my sexual frustration out on her. God, I went to the Stories Club, nobody there. Oh God. That's such a so disgusting. And Catherine Reed up and down. You can tell she's getting so irritated with Rauch and his just levels of delusion and all these stupid stories he's telling. And he's trying to blame them. Yeah, that's another moment of famous Rauch moment. God, I'm frustrated as hell. It's been 2 weeks since I've had a. Again, why the cops care? They don't. Is it anyone's problem but Jim's? Exactly. No one's problem but Jim's. So hey, I mean, everyone's sexually frustrated here and then. So Rauch, take a pick in line and shut up.
It really is an aggressive nature on my part. Yeah.
But you have feelings. I mean,
Well, but what I'm thinking
Like,
is, okay,
3 or
I'm
4.
gonna go over and meet her, so what happened, whatever happens, okay, it's fine. And then I'm thinking about, okay, well, I'm gonna stop over at Ryan's. After it's over, maybe there's, Ryan's? Ryan's is over, it's a bar over in Eastgate. And, okay, so, if this like that doesn't happen or whatever, I'm ready. That's exactly what it was.
and
So if I couldn't fuck a 13-year-old, I'll go to some musty, dirty bar near my house and creep everybody out. Hopefully someone will have sex with me. Exactly. Again. Yeah, like I think probably 4 or 5 times at least he brings up the swingers clubs to somehow justify him coming to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
And things would have went. Say things would have went differently tonight. We were not here. Do you think you could have had a relationship with Cheyenne? Do you think there was enough connection there that you could have a relationship with her?
I think it's too late.
Did you just feel connected? You did feel connected to her.
I felt connected to her, but it was too fast.
Too fast.
It probably would have been one of those things where we sat down, have the iced tea, and I went home. And that's what's so bad about this. That's what it was. Maybe she wasn't the same area, but or whoever it is. But for me, I really was not trying to. It's not just predator trying to.
And
Jim, we've done went over that.
Okay, but the point is, you still think that, there's some sense of that.
If Jim, if you made a mistake, I can handle you made a mistake tomorrow.
I did not contrive this girl into having sex with me. What I did was I tried to meet with her,
To help her out.
to help her out in what she needs to do. She's going through some stuff with it, if that's really
And
true.
that's,
And then I still go on with my life.
and that's different from a predator.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I hope so.
You know, Jim,
So I think this is like the point in which Jim realizes that things are not going his way. You know, the Reed and Nitschke are probably peppering him with these softball questions. He's giving his answers, but I honestly think that he sees it in their eyes. He's probably sensing it. You know, Jim's a 60-year-old wise man. He's been in education and in criminal justice. He knows so much. I think he's realizing that they're so stone-faced about it that anything he really says at this point is complete BS, and that he can't slickly talk his way out of it. And yeah, I love how he's like, I didn't contrive this girl to have sex with me, when the very first thing is him jerking off on cam and asking her if she fucks around and she wants to suck on this. I don't get it. I don't get like where I don't get where any of this helping, needing to help with the divorce. None of it really ever comes up in the chat. And it's all just mainly sex and small talk and continually asking her, you know, what she's doing today and if she's home alone. And I think he's starting to realize visibly. You can kind of see he's frustrated, not only sexually, but trying to get himself in a better position, as Reed says. So I think this is where it kicks in. And it's like, oh, well, I don't know what else I can do, so I'm just going to keep saying the same stupid excuses.
I see the difference.
Okay.
But I see.
I hope so, because I certainly.
there's a clear distinction there.
Okay. No, I just, you know, I don't want that clapped on top of me. I've spent many years not keeping away from it, but being aware that it's out there and just being careful.
Yeah.
And then the fall on this is like.
What does he mean? See, that's such a weird way. Just not avoiding it. How about just, yeah, you should be avoiding it. You should just not do it. But being careful, when he says he's trying to be careful, that makes him look a little more suspicious. Like that he has, you know, no, it's a good word for it. Thoughts and ideas, and he has some sort of attraction, and he like looks at his he looked at his students a different way. So that's what it means by being. That's what, for me at least, that when he says just trying to be careful, and then, oh, did you fall into this? You know, well, play stupid games, get stupid results, or whatever that saying goes.
You've not had any issues before.
No, not at all.
Subconscious.
But the thing is, music teacher, elementary school.
Gotta piss bad.
There's magnitudes of shit out there for that, and things like this. If this had ever happened to me, I would be fired from West Claremont immediately, because of the fact that there is that stigma, and because of the fact that, you know, I'm since retired, so that it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. What does he mean? So what does he think is the difference? He's like, oh, if I was still working for the school, I'd be fired. So you don't think the university is gonna take this too, you know, seriously? Like, yeah, you're gonna lose your job with the university because you're going after kids on the internet. And yeah, so I don't understand. Like he sees that he could get fired if he worked at a school. So it still translates over. So I don't know what he thinks is gonna like become of this. I'm wondering what he thought in his head was gonna happen after this interrogation. He was gonna have the cup of tea with the cops and talk, and then go home and go to the bar or something. I don't know, and that's what I think he thought, but God. Don't take away his job. Fuck you. I guess. Hey. I mean, I don't know who he probably got laid after because he's gonna fuck somebody for taking his job.
But you should
He does.
know that. You should know that those qualifications that come along with that territory, and it's not just music teachers, it's other teachers as well. Any male teachers in the elementary grade.
And like I said, I don't consider you in that category. And while I'm here, is there anything I don't think they expect I would find?
I actually was enrolled in the business program there, so I got my business degree from there. I have a few friends that were criminal justice at that school, and I was a minor in sport admin, and they shared the building with the criminal justice department. So I think criminal justice was third, fourth floor. Sport admin had the basement and the second. I don't remember. They changed the campus so much. I think they pretty much redid the whole building. So, what if Jim Chandler knows going to be a little bit late? Seriously. Hey, Cheyenne, if it doesn't work out tonight, don't worry. I'll get bailed out and I'll come see you. Okay, just give me directions from the jail. And don't say local school, damn it.
Anything, but is there anything in your vehicle that I should know about?
I don't think so.
Would you mind if any of the officers would look through?
Oh, I'm not going to wrong.
I guess you don't mind if they look through your vehicle.
If they fill up my tires with air.
Well, I will ask them.
I'm sorry.
I will ask them, but I don't know what you'll get.
The reason I say that is my life was. My air pressure is.
Well, I love that.
There is not a damn thing in that car.
But you don't mind them taking
You
a
don't
look?
mind me
Absolutely not,
searching?
not at
You
all.
want me to go get those forms?
Yeah.
I don't do drugs, I can do that kind of thing. I do drink, but.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
And this is pretty much like it in terms of them asking him questions. I mean, I think they pretty much determined it. He's essentially said he basically admitted to it. He admitted that he would have sex with her. He admits to having the condoms. They asked him about could he maintain a relationship with Cheyenne, and he's like, no, it's too early for that. So literally, he was trying to. Again, I don't think he was a groomer, but he definitely would have. I think what that question is trying to see is if in fact Jim would be a habitual offender. So obviously, that night, if things were to happen, would Jim come back another day? And he seemingly left it pretty ambiguous. But I don't think he said no. He definitely was like, we'll see. We could have seen. So he would have, gone with the flow. So if Cheyenne was down to not only have, to get roushed hard that night, and the other nights, then boom, maybe multiple times. So again, I think that's the reason for that question. He pretty much just kind of falls into that trap. Gosh. God. So yeah, I think pretty much that wraps up his whole actual interrogation of him at an hour and 4 minutes. I'm gonna keep going. I'm just saying it's just funny to see that they got everything in an hour. Definitely could have done it in 10 minutes, but he sat here and just continually incriminated himself, and he made himself it's like he kept digging his own grave so bad that if this was shown to a judge and jury and all this stuff, they would just see that he just didn't really care, that he was just oh yeah, another night of banging a woman, and he doesn't have much discrepancy, and just kind of his manipulation and his lies and delusion I think probably made his case worse. And the fact that he's out there being a predator. He's being a predator. I like how there's a difference between you and a predator, but he's a predator of not only underage kids. He's a predator of of age people as well, just out there prowling with his dick in his hand. And that's just a predator to me, even if they're of age. So yeah, I think now it's where he winds down, and I think he's starting to realize things are not going to go his way.
Oh, hang me my paper and pen there if you want that.
Webcam
I've
sit
had my
comedy.
dates and I've done that shit.
Just do a puppet show with his
I was
dick.
a professional musician for years and years. Never did drugs.
Never did drugs.
Yeah. The only time I ever, well, I could only scream.
I wonder how many. Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you. It was with my ex-wife. I guess we were like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years married. We had a 30-year marriage. And she said, well, I'm going to try that pot shit. So I made arrangements to get this pot from somebody. I don't know who it was. And we had rolled these little cigarettes and stuff. And didn't feel a fucking thing, right? She took a one draw of this, and she got deathly sick. I mean, deathly sick. I'm telling you, at the end of the whole evening, I had called the doctor, and I had taken her to the hospital.
So you had a whole night of just her idea.
Oh God! That was.
I missed a couple Rouches in my Rauch LOL video. Might have to go back and add some more laughs. What was I gonna say? Yeah, when he got CTP, yeah, it's like he thinks that he'll have like a night in jail. You get bailed out and then go to a court and just kind of tell the same stories and either get like probation or a ticket or something. Like he doesn't realize the severity. I don't know how much the bail was. I'm assuming it's definitely not like $5. Probably a lot, even if you got bail. That's the lamest pot story ever. Yeah, I know. Why would you call a doctor? Just have him sit down, just chill, drink water, give him coffee. I don't need to call a doctor. Could you imagine calling a doctor nowadays? Like you're sitting there with your friends, and then like the one friend smokes too much, and then it's like, let's call the ambulance. And it's like, well, no, how much a freaking ambulance ride costs, and how much it costs to sit in the hospital bed. They're like, why is he here? It's like, oh, he got high. It's like, okay, well, I don't know. Do you guys know how to just give him Doritos and have him sit there? Someone take the dad from B. I don't remember the dad. I couldn't even. I'm sure he looks like that. He looks like a cartoon character. Oh, was it? I don't know. That's one thing I never paid attention to was like the bail that they had.
That's one of the only 2 times. The other time was I was playing a New Year's Eve job in Ashland, Kentucky.
You don't fucking care.
And, it was the snow was really bad.
Don't care, Jim.
Help move some equipment and stuff. They pulled me back and they took me to the hospital and they gave me a damn shot of morphine at that time in Ashland. I couldn't sit up. I couldn't play with shit. They'd hire me for like $100 for that night, and I could just that's my drug thing. I drink vodka. I drink a lot of different things.
Cares.
Probably a couple drinks a night.
A couple drinks a night. Yeah. You said tonight you said you just had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
A couple of vodka tonics, I think you said.
And that's what I usually do. I usually come home, take a couple drinks, and just relax, and that does it.
Kind of get home, just kind of relax a little bit.
And I do it home. I do, and until I get a phone call that says, "Hey, more."
Yeah. So we're just talking here, and that's the main thing.
I really have not done anything wrong here, except for follow up on something that somebody else has provoked me to. And
Go fuck yourself. Oh my god. Again. I'm following up on someone else that provoked me. Oh man, that's so delusional. That is a very wonderful way to think about this entire situation, Jim. Someone else got you rock hard, naked, and then told you to get on the cam. And then they said, guess what? Find this 13-year-old girl and just show her your dick and say those dirty things. Do it, Jim. Do it or else. Or else we're going to fuck you. Yeah. again, I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know how many other guys have said that. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. One thing I can think off the top of my head was the Taekwondo guy from the Flagler Beach. Was it Flagler Beach one? Where he like tells a decoy to flash me, and then the cops just arrest him. And he's like, I didn't do anything yet. I didn't even do anything yet. Or Dustin, well, it's a little her fault too. She kind of led me on, so I can see both ways. You know, and then there's Jim, like, oh, she provoked me. It was her. I didn't do anything. I was just there to help her. She wanted my dick. I didn't want to give it to her. Just, again, own up to it, man. Just own up to it. He can't own up to it. He will not own up to it. And it's like, no one asks you about how much alcohol you drink and what you do. No, we want to come over? Sure, Jim, you are such a great guy.
And like we talked about,
Exactly.
You have a thing. You felt a connection. You felt a need to help her.
Well, but the thing is, it isn't a real person. So what I do is I cut it off, which is like my kind of guy anyway. Which is I cut people off from really annoying me, which is probably more detrimental than.
How often do you do that? Just every so often, or every time you get close to somebody?
I have somebody that's really close to me right now, but if she would come close to me, it would be my in euphoria. Yeah. There are other people that I was dating a couple, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. 5 people, maybe one person up in Wilmington, one person dating, all online, and all legitimate and all real people. And I said, the real person I want to be with is right here. And so I sent these emails to these other ones and said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop seeing because I really want to see this one person. She doesn't understand.
Here comes this is like the sad sack part of the interrogation. It's not even an interrogation anymore. It's like a therapy session. So he was dating 5 women online. I called BS. He's probably emailing them and ignoring them, and they are like, whatever. There's probably some woman in Cincinnati. I think this is going to be the same woman that had dated or was with the judge, and he went to the hospital. He'll tell a sad story about that. I think that's who he's talking about. Basically what it seems like is he's trying to cuck himself and show this woman I dropped all these women for you. He probably said it in the most arrogant way, I had all these women on me. I had all these women emailing me and I was dating them all, and I want you and I want you. And she's like, Jim, I don't want you. You smell like piss all the time and you're always drunk. Every time, we talk online on webcam, you're always jerking off. So again, as he's trying to plainly put it, he's trying to put it in the most polite way of this woman does not want me, but I want her so bad because she showed me attention. So, yeah, just pathetic, honestly.
That's hard. It is hard.
Mainly because I know that she's the right person. God, I've been married. I was married for 30 years and it was the wrong person.
Yeah. Wow.
And I've known this person for probably 10 to 15 years.
Somebody you work with? Or?
No, actually not. It's somebody who I have had acquaintance with. And she's divorced and everything's fine. She's got older kids. I have older kids. And she just is so scared of. Come on in.
Call in.
You're the same person that left.
Yeah. Can I have that chat for a minute?
Yeah.
Turn around a copy of it so we'll have it to look at.
Okay. Actually, the person I'm talking about is, and again, this is, you can pay it for her. So she's actually a social worker.
Can I have a folder for her?
She's actually so
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. I know you're chatting and
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. She's actually a social worker. She does with sexual abuse, and she does exactly what you guys do not, except on a medical aspect instead of legal.
Okay. This kind of helps people out too, see?
Basically, she's now a supervisor. She's working for job in Ohio. All the ones with the Marcus White cycles.
Visal?
Yeah, job and I can't remember the agency. It's part of the state of Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so she's working with them. She's working as a supervisor. She works with basically physical abuse. She used to work with sexual abuse. God, day in and day out.
Damn, that's hard.
All kinds of. I mean, I would see her 2-3 times a week, and every time she come with another story, some guy.
Sorry, this story's starting to piss me off. Yeah, he got pissed because he got interrupted. Really, I hate how he's doing this. Again, this sad stack story. He's trying to. I like how he's trying to make her story and her life his, to make him look better or make him look like he understands and cares. Type of BS. Again, they don't care. It doesn't matter, and it's just such irrelevant stories that he's telling. Exactly, CT. Yeah, exactly. Conscious type poison. Way watered down. It's a way watered down version, apparently. No, I'm kidding. Exactly. And I think that's I'm surprised Nitschke is able to sit here and listen to this crap this long. And again, it keeps adding on to his delusion. He feels that he wasn't doing anything remotely close, and it just shows his lack of remorse. He's in love with this woman who deals with, child abuse and all this shit, and he's about to commit one. So what does he think he's doing in comparison to what she has to deal with every day? And now he's trying to be like, oh, it's so hard on her, and I see her, and it's hard to see her like this, and So I said, I'll help you out. And I'll just commit sexual or child abuse myself, possibly sexually too. Oh yeah, I know. Seriously, because he'll probably I'll say this too. I guarantee, maybe I shouldn't guarantee. It's a strong word. I guarantee, almost guarantee, that when they're hanging out somewhere somehow together, that she's sitting there telling him stories and he is not giving a rat's ass. He's sitting there drinking his vodka tonics, not caring, telling her, oh, it's not the end of the world. Would you want to suck on this? All that stuff. Leaning over on the couch and trying to, do whatever. Yeah, I don't see him being the compassionate, loving person, even to her. Again, he's dating 5 women from somewhere else. I don't know. Either A, you don't like that woman, or B, that woman really doesn't like you. So, yeah.
Doing some crap. But now she's involved. She's a supervisor, but she's a supervisor over this physical abuse. I don't know if it's any worse or better. I mean, she's got 3 times a week. She's got some kid who's been killed by their parents.
It's overwhelming.
Oh, it is. It really is. It really is. And I sympathize with that. But that goes along with my feelings here too, because I respect what she does, and I kind of I just wish you'd reach a point where you were happy with dealing with that and can go to sleep at night knowing that you've done the right decision. But it's hard. It's very hard. And the divorce was hard. Or ex-husband. My divorce was.
What's up, Frigid? All good, no worries. Yeah, exactly.
2 weeks ago was the first time, and my ex-wife and I, after 4 years, were able to sit in the same room.
Really?
Yeah.
That bad?
And it wasn't me, it was her. She couldn't do it.
Wow. Again, what's the point of bringing it up? Yeah, he's waiting. He wants to talk. He's not listening. He's just waiting for a point to cut her off to talk. Well, what's the point of bringing up your divorce if you're just going to be like, oh, it's my wife. It was my wife. It was all her. She couldn't do anything. It's like from this hour and a half, this hour and 15 minutes, we've had to deal with it, and then Clobber and I doing the phone call. This guy is very frustrating and draining to be around. I could just imagine just being very draining of a person with like his narcissistic delusionalism. I think that he's probably a very, very draining person. I know a few people like him, but they're different personalities, but they still have that egotistical way of doing things. And yeah, they're very, very draining to be around. And they really just they just suck all the energy out of you. You know how you have friends and family and stuff that you can sit there and like just your energy and your vibes just like bounce off each other, and you guys have great times. And then you have other people, you know, family, friends, classmates, coworkers that are just so draining because it's like they make it about themselves, or they make it just so hard to communicate because they're just not on the same page, nor are they open to trying to be on the same page. And I feel like that's how Jim is, and that's probably what pushed him away. Not only from maybe his wife, but his kids, and you know, it's unfortunate. And again, I don't know why he brings his wife up in such a negative way all the time, and then never mentions his kids, and he's more worried about, you know, swingers clubs, having sex, and this one woman that clearly probably doesn't want to deal with him.
So, and then I add this on to it, God. Let's add it up on the.
What made you guys separate or leave each other?
Well, to be perfectly honest, the woman I was talking about, she wasn't totally committed to me, but I had a relationship with her, and her husband was a judge. We go there. And he has made it absolutely miserable for her to move on to anything. And I don't know, we connected, actually connected at church. I was an organist, and she was a piano player for one of the groups. And we grew, and then we were kids.
Alaska, I can see parts of Russia from Alaska.
Really healthy, except for the fact that he didn't want it to happen, and he didn't want to do what he lost. He lost his control. Yeah. And but the thing is, I've been trying to over the years to recoup that, and she's got to the point where there's not a control.
You guys
issue
can connect and go to swingers club.
It is, but it's a control issue on her part.
Connect, make a connection.
Come on, you know, I love you. We could have a great life together. I want my independence. That's okay. I can do it.
It sounds like you made peace with it.
I've made peace with it, as long as she understands that I truly do. To my
pretty weird.
She's a woman.
So he blames his wife, but then says he had a relationship with this woman, and he gushes over how great it is and how wonderful it is. Yeah, from what from that forum, that thread on the forum said that he he was pretty depressed, and his wife pretty much cuckolded him, and was out banging other women, and he was at home, you know, being told no. So completely different story than what was told. I mean, he's blaming his wife, but then also incriminating himself, saying he was having, you know, almost extra. I don't know if he was having an extramarital affair, as more as he was getting close to this woman, as friends. So I wonder if, like, at the time, Jim was a good person to be around, or at least someone to be around when that lady was getting divorced, and they connected somehow or whatever. But then Jim probably was like really fast and abrasive and was like, all right, bye, wife. Here's a new woman. And the new woman was like, yeah, I don't want to get married again and have to deal with another man. And that made made Jim depressed again, that, you know, he put all of his marbles in one one basket, or the freaking phrase is, and got turned down by woman, the greatest woman in the world. So that's a theory, but again, I think he's more to blame, but I could be wrong. It's probably both their faults, but maybe he's painting himself. I think the way he's painting himself is like he's blaming his wife so he can justify going to another woman and then making it seem like he went to another woman. I don't know. It's just weird. The way he's trying to paint himself is just weird.
I mean, I really do. Yeah. Well, it's okay, but that and 50 cents, what does it get you? You know, you end up being lonely because you can't see it. But here's a perfect example. Last 2 weeks, she had a breast examination, and it turned out that there was something they wanted to look at. So they looked at the same. And here I am sitting over here. She can't talk to me because if her kids seeing her talking to me, it's like the plague has hit. Her ex-husband is there and worried. She's worried about that. She does worry about that. And then comes down to that. Well, not only the second examination, but we're going to have to have a biopsy too. I can't do anything. I can't console her. I can't go in the hospital. I can't say. I can't do anything for her for fear that there'll be repercussions from an asshole who really doesn't have any control over her. Doesn't make sense. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay. So I'm really frustrated in that aspect because the fact is I do care about her. And I'm thinking
It's
she's
just
going to
Jim's
die.
fault.
Her mother died of breast cancer, and she's got a couple places. I'm just going through all this shit.
You're not going through anything. She's the one that has the freaking problems. Douche. I'm sure you can you don't have to go to the hospital. It's a pretty, personal thing. It's not like you're married to her or anything. You just, are in love with her. And it's just don't butt into their ex-marriage and stuff. And it's they have kids together and stuff. So I don't know. It just seems more selfish on his part. That he's being this ass of a guy, oh, I have to be there. It's don't be there. I mean, things like that I feel are very invasive. And it's you don't want people that are on the outside. You really have your family, your immediate family there with you. And it's not I don't know. The story does not make him look any better. It just makes him look needy that he wants to be there and maybe he wants control. He wants to control her and have the ex-husband butt away out of the problem. Again, putting myself in those shoes, I would definitely be more supportive in the background. That's one of those things where being supportive in the background means is a lot better than being supportive in the foreground. Because that's a very private and serious matter. So, and again, he has no problem telling this cop all this stuff, this personal stuff. He has no problem doing it.
And I'm thinking, I'll sit in my house and I'll do music.
Yeah.
And you'll be gone.
Sounds like it does hurt. A lot of emotions. Yeah. To deal with.
Right.
What weighs on you? What weighs on you?
What am I going to say? Well, I'm going to come to the hospital anyway. It just aggravates it. So I just do it.
Oh man, yeah, he is. I feel I get it. I feel you want to be there, you want to be supportive, you want to freaking help out and all this stuff, but it's you can't force yourself into a situation that's a little more private and intimate, not in like intimate, but in a very more invasive way. Yeah, just the vodka tonics coming out, those crocodile tears. I mean, I get it. I feel bad that you can't be there for someone and it's a serious thing, but it's also like you just have to respect their boundaries and respect space and know that you can just be open. You know, be open to help, but know that she has her immediate family. So don't take it so personal, so selfishly.
My job is great. I have a great job.
Sounds like it. You said you work.
Well, don't take that away from me. I'll fuck you. Sample list. No, I really do love you. I do web pages every day.
Hey,
Don't take away my job or I'll fuck you. So I wonder if Jim ever whatchamacallit, respected that request and fucked him, taking his job away. But what a transition. I mean, wow. It's a very fast transition from talking about something that serious to, oh, I love my job. My job's so wonderful. Oh, man, this guy's a piece of art.
Everybody okay?
No, we're just crying like shit.
Yes, just trying.
You missed the emotional part.
Oh, well, I'm glad for you
Good.
and for me, right?
Anyway,
God no. You want to threaten to kill yourself? You can have it. God, that's gross. That's probably what Jim would say to that.
no, I do. I really do love
Jim's
you.
gonna fuck everybody.
So we're after beer win.
See, there you go. I think that's when he realizes he's like, okay, this is when he doesn't realize he's going to jail. He thinks he's just going to get a ticket and go home. Or maybe he just can bail out real quick and go home. Yeah, exactly. We're crying like shit. No, I'm crying like shit. Jim, please be honest.
Well, we have some housekeeping stuff that we have
Okay,
to take
let's do
care
it.
of first.
Okay.
You wanna go ahead and?
Yeah. First of all, I've asked you about your vehicle. You said there was nothing in there, nothing in there that we should worry about anything. You had no problem with us looking at. All I'm going to ask you to do, if you're willing to do, is just sign that you're okay with that.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see here.
As long as that's what it says.
That's what it'll say.
And you'll have an opportunity to read it.
All night long.
All night long in my jail cell with my crocodile tears and my piss-stained pants. I can read. Yeah, okay, Jim, that's funny. I love Catherine Reed's like little like like it should just say no, buddy, you're going to jail. Yeah, I love that. He tries to throw that in there, and then she just doesn't say anything. That reminds me of like trying to like hit on a girl, or just tell like a joke, and clearly it's like funny in your own head, and then when you say it out loud, it just sounds really bad, and she's trying really hard to be nice to you, and they're just kind of like, and then that's when they pull out the pepper spray, and the taser, and pepper spray you and taser you until you piss your brains out in the petunias. So this is all this paperwork is when it hits Jim. Things are not gonna go. Oh yeah, yeah. Seriously, that would be true.
Let's see here.
No, I really do like my job. I do web pages, and I go in early. I go in at 6:30 in the morning. And, I usually stay till 2:30.
At the university?
Yeah, criminal justice.
Yeah.
And
It sounds like a lot of freedom.
Actually, it's the University of Cincinnati is really, well, the people I work for are really flexible about that. I go, actually, if it's good morning, I'll go in and exercise and go to the rec center
Oh, yeah,
and then show up about 7 or 8 o'clock.
yeah.
Let's see. You have the vehicle information.
Put it in here.
So what's the story on you guys?
Right now, let's just do the housekeeping, and I can give you a little more of a answer here.
Like how you asked it, what's the story with you guys? Like, almost like trying to rush them so you can go to the bar and find some girl to tell a story about. Or maybe he's also realizing that they're not forthcoming about information because they don't want to. They want to keep him talking and keep him because he might slip something out. But he's starting to like wind down. I think his drunkenness is starting to wind down, and his happiness. His body is not producing the endorphins anymore.
Vehicle information. Kind of vehicle did you have?
It's a Aztec, Pontiac Aztec 2003. That's what they told me. I didn't know. Oh, 2007. You know, I didn't know what it was in terms of being somebody who does with what it is all the time.
Well, but I think we've kind of reached that issue, we talked about that, and I think we will address those issues.
Yes. 2003 Pontiac Aztec,
Champagne.
4-door wagon sport utility.
That sounds good. How much were you doing before?
Oh my god, his level of arrogance is like so freaking high right now. Considering he's going to jail for a while, and I don't know if he's still in his like I'll be fine. I'll make last call. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh man, he just keeps every moment of silence. He needs to say something stupid or say something trying to be funny. So annoying. Like silence is golden sometimes. Yeah, they already own your car, dude. You're not gonna have that sweet Pontiac Aztec to piss out of anytime soon.
I'm not that kid.
I was already saw a year ago and they wouldn't be doing it. Sure.
That's the way it goes. They depreciate so fast as soon as you pull them off the lot.
Terrible.
Yeah. Let me read it for you.
Let's see if I can do this.
Okay.
So, and have either one of you taken the master's degree online program at UC?
No, have you set it? Did you set it up?
I have been there since the very beginning of it, and it works. I'm pretty much involved with it.
Yeah, the mechanics of it online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do the delivery part of it. They got top-notch people on the program.
Yeah. Have to look into it.
It's about $2,000 a quarter.
Yeah.
But you can complete it in 2 years. Master's degree.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who accredited them?
It's accredited by don't you would ask me. It's accredited by the people who accredit university education department. You can give them a call.
Yeah.
Because there's no accreditation department for criminal justice at this point in the state of Ohio. I don't know if in Kentucky whether there is or not, but in the state of Ohio there isn't.
Why does it matter if they went to the University of Cincinnati? It's not like they would. It's so stupid. It's like, oh, would either one of you taken it? When it's such like a small niche of a thing of an online criminal justice master's program. And it's not like these are junior cops. I mean, these cops, I think they're probably in their 40s, so they've probably been on the force 15 and 20 years. So really, I don't get why you think that they need to. They've been there. Like, you're gonna like name drop. You know, like name drop and get your way out of it. Yeah, and I like how he's like, you can give him a call. It's like, you brought it up. You were the one. It's like, oh, you would ask me that question. It's just like, she's trying to be nice to you, and you can't even answer her question. You tell her to go do. It's like, this dude. Yeah. I love the grin. I love that. Yeah, the mall Santa around children. He can be like this. He could be the swingers club the swingers club Santa. That's what it could be. The swingers club Santa. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I've never really heard of it. Even when my years of being there, I never heard anyone say like they were gonna go to the online masters for criminal justice. I don't know. I never really heard about it before. And people that did like the MBAs and or the law school, which it's pretty small, but I've never heard of the online masters for criminal justice. It's such like a small thing. It's like small fries, essentially. I don't really know. I don't know if it gets you like a master's of education focused on criminal justice. I don't know. I might look it up. Must be a great program. Look how much Jim learned in handling play. Oh, I know. I mean, it's like, unless he must have just never looked at anything, or he's one of those people that like thinks they know everything, so they think they have the ability to just weasel their way out. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Yeah, I couldn't imagine it being that great. Maybe it is now, but back 10 years, who knows?
But for this work,
Appreciate that.
yeah.
I have to look at it and see.
I mean, if you're looking for a master's degree, it's an easy way to go. Coursework isn't too bad. A lot of reading.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I work with all the professors that do their delivery. And so whatever tests they want, whatever kind of we call modules. There's 5 modules. Every course is a 5-week course. And it's about, just off the top of my head, about $2,000 per quarter. So if you're talking 2 years, you're talking 16 quarters, and that's about $30,000.
16 quarters. What?
But it gets you a master's degree in criminal justice. It's a master's degree in science. A master of science degree. Master of science degree.
No, master of science.
In criminal justice from one of the top criminal justice programs in the country.
Yeah, 16. No, 6. So essentially, back in when this happened, and my freshman year was like this. So University of Cincinnati had a quarter system. So you'd have 4 quarters in a year. So I started in September. So I go from September to December, and then January to March, and then March or April to June or whatever. So there was like the quarters. No, I'm doing it wrong. I went for 3 quarters out of the year because you had the summer off. You take the summer off. So really, if it was 2 years, unless like you have to, I mean, that would be 8 quarters. 2 years would be 8 quarters, and then it'd really be 16,000, and you could add in, money for books here and there, but it's not $32,000. That's like a 4-year program. That's how much it'd be for a 4-year quarter program for an undergrad. So, and I never heard our criminal justice program being that high, top notch. Not even close. I don't think so. Maybe it is, but I've never really heard of it back in 2007. I don't think so. So no. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the reason why I would see anyone getting a master's in criminal justice is if like they work in like, they don't want to get their law degree, but they want to work in like criminal justice. They want to work in, I guess, law or law enforcement. But but they're already on the force. So I wouldn't just go and get my master's right away. I would definitely have levels of experience like Catherine or Tom Nitschke, and then you can clearly, I guess, maybe transition to something different. I really don't know. I mean, that's something I don't really get what would necessarily prop you up to want to do masters. Because you can get your undergrad and be a police officer and just work your way up. Maybe it'll help you become a police chief or a captain or whatever. I'm assuming, but again, at that point, you'd probably want to be older and have a lot of years under your belt. So,
That's, right now, UC's number 5 in the country. And, these are top-notch, but the actual professors do look at stuff. I don't know if you know any of their names or anything.
Oh, you
No.
clown.
But they're the people that are changing what happens. What you guys do day in, day out.
Yeah.
Arrogant prick. They're changing what you guys are doing. It's like, oh wow, am I supposed to like be impressed and cut you some slack? No, it's just clowns. Yeah, I don't get it.
Has their program been really successful? The online?
The online program, we started 5 years ago with 15 students. We now have over 600.
Wow.
And
That's phenomenal growth.
well, yeah, and it brings in about $2 million a year. Probably. Okay, what am I signing?
All right, we'll do this first one here. Okay. This is for your vehicle. Myself.
Oh, so I guess maybe they are highly ranked. Or now, I don't know about back then. #1 most published faculty by Journal of Criminal Justice. Top ranked online criminal justice school by U.S. News and World Report. You don't even need a GRE for qualified applicants. Huh. Well, I know these people. Let's see if me view more. Let's see if I know these people. No. I don't know them. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's a good program, but I don't know if it was back then.
A vehicle located at Holland Heights Police Department, Holland Heights, Kentucky, 41076, and more particularly describes a 2003 Pontiac Aztek, Ohio plate DG73LC, and your VIN number.
Yes, if I remember.
Well, most people, some people do know. I grant this consent to Detective Tom Nitschke, this is me. Known to me, I marked that out, detective with the Campbell County Police Department, and to such other officers deemed necessary to assist. I know that I had a right to refuse to consent, and I have voluntarily given up that right. I know that the agent does not have to have a search warrant.
You want to search the fucking car?
Well,
yeah, you need to, right?
I have not been threatened or coerced in any way, and I have not been promised any favor. I have read this consent form, or it has been read to me, and I understand it.
I understand it.
Okay, well, I need you to sign your name there, print it, and put your address, and then we'll sign this with it.
It's a good thing you guys print it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
we could have made much out of the signature.
But that is my real signature.
Yeah.
Wow, cool. Cool story, dude.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, Frank. Just let the cops do their job. I'm sitting here trying to make all these jokes and stuff. Look at his son. Look at his gut in this one. Ooh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Just imagine Cheyenne jumping up and down on that. Bouncing up on that. Yeah. Again, trying to make jokes, and they're just trying to do their job. Just let them do their job. Shut up.
Just one other piece of housekeeping here.
Are you ready?
Yes. No, you see. The only other thing is, I know you said you had nothing in your house. Do you have anything inside your residence there on
Brandy Way.
Brandy Way? Is there anything in there that would give us
Still
any
lives there.
concern. You said you didn't have anything.
You have, the only thing that you would have would be the computer things, but you have all the references to that.
Got a problem with anybody looking in there and make sure there's nothing of.
Well, still want to see my junk, yeah.
I'm
sorry.
Look at got me off guard there. You got me.
Yeah, we're
Really?
it's late.
Yeah, it's late.
Sorry. No, there's nothing on there. I don't keep pornography on there. I don't distribute pornography.
Another Jim Rauch lie. You want to see my genitalia? Oh, it's so funny. That's so funny. Like, especially for what he's saying right now. It's so funny. Oh man, and he lies about, I don't send or receive, I don't give out pornography. Yes, you do. What you do with your dick is pornography. Again, does he not realize, like, what does he think that what it is? Just him educating people on what a guy looks like? No, that's porn. That's porn. This is what a guy looks like, but not for women.
If somebody wants to go in there and go through and find some sort of program that I have,
There's no kiddie porn or anything like that.
no.
And everything's gonna find as adult stuff.
No, I'm not even talking about that stuff. I'm talking about if somebody goes in and they find out that.
So Broncos, yeah, seriously, he does.
Oh.
Like base.
Or something.
There might be something like that, but there's no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Go in.
Alright. You have no problem with that?
No.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll just do another consent if you don't have a problem with that.
Okay, but does that mean that they come in and take my computers away and cause me a problem not to be able to work?
Well, that could be an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if there's information, I mean, if they deem that it feels like it could have some information that they may need, that is a possibility.
Okay, so give me some help here.
I can't tell you what to do.
What?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I don't want to seem like I'm not cooperative because I really am cooperative because I really don't have the kitty porn shit on there.
Yeah.
If they want to do that, if there's kitty porn shit on there, somebody else has put it on there from some site or something. But in the same regard, I need to be able to use my computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you if you want to consent or not. I'm not leaving that up
But
to
we
you.
can't make you any promises on how
I can't
quick
say
you
no,
would
we're
get
not.
it back or not.
What happens if I don't sign?
Then you don't sign
You
it.
don't sign it. That's okay.
It's
Only-
completely your call.
Okay, but in lieu of the conversation that we just had, I'm not putting you on the spot, but that is my reasoning for doing it.
Okay. That's fine.
I have to have access to my computer. I have to have it in order to do my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to force you to, sign anything that you don't feel you want, and then I understand your reasoning. That's fine. And I'll just leave it at that. I think right now I don't have anything else.
That's his first smart moment of the entire thing. Is he's actually saying no. I want to. Because I don't want them taking my stuff because I have, work. But it's also funny because he's, again, delusional because he thinks he's going back to work. And it's like, you're not going back to work. And I don't know why they didn't say anything. I don't know why they didn't say anything in regards, like, like how they said to, what's his name? Westwood. They were like, yeah, how Catherine was like, you're not going back. You're staying here. You're going to be in jail. So, I don't know what, he's so pressed about his job. It's all he cares about is his job. And then he throws in there like, oh, I want to, think, I don't want to seem like I'm not cooperating. It's like, no, you've done a lot of cooperating. Trust me, buddy. Your stories are so cooperative. And he's one of those people that thinks like cooperation means freedom. Not really. I think cooperation just keeps you from getting shot and thrown to the ground and everything. Once you're behind closed doors, the cooperating doesn't do anything. Just get a lawyer. Once you're under arrest in this situation, like just get a lawyer. Doesn't matter. Nothing good comes out of this, even if you're innocent. It's happened to people, or they not. This is obviously Jim's guilty, but there's innocent people that get talked into guilting themselves, and that's how it is. So seriously, Jim's one little moment of being smart and not cooperating or just helping himself out is masked by his own delusion of going back to work to do web pages. So, so don't take away his computer and I'll fuck you. I'm sorry. Trying to be cordial. Yeah, Captain Crunch. A lot of sugar. Yeah, what if he was he pirated software? I don't know what Juarez is. Does anyone know what Juarez is? I don't know what it is. Seriously. Yeah, he still thinks he's going back to work. He still wants to go back to work. I don't get it. Or he still thinks he's going back to work. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a little late for that, bucko.
Do you want to do the statement?
Yeah.
You want to write his own statement?
Yeah. The last thing here, I overlooked it here. Would you be willing to write a written statement of what happened tonight? Or
Oh, well, I like that, I wish we had one.
would you like to write a written statement?
Your
I want,
Your own written
it
statement.
depends on what you're gonna come across with. If you come up, so it's so negative, then I'll approve everything that I want.
No, this is for me. This is your account of what happened.
What I'm saying is what I don't know what you have there, so.
It's basically
It's a blank
it's
statement.
a voluntary statement. It's blank. It just lets you know your rights.
It lets me know my rights.
It lets you know your rights.
If I don't put anything that does relinquish my rights.
No, if you don't want to write anything, you don't have to. It's totally voluntary. This is not something I'm just giving you the opportunity.
Okay, I'm just trying to be careful, because
Okay.
I know the legal systems and I don't screw around with it.
That is fine. I think
Yeah, you know the legal system. I don't want to screw around with it. Yeah, yet you've done everything that they need you to do. You've made it really easy for them. The only hard part is having to listen to you and be in the same room as you. But you've made it clearly easy for them. They didn't even have to put any effort. And yeah, a statement really doesn't. I mean, it's just your personal statement about how everything went tonight. I don't just on deaf ears and had a written one before. It's just a waste of time. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't realize that he's going to write it about the situation. I don't know what he's thinking. Like they're going to write it about him, or I don't know.
that's everything I have for right now. I guess what we'll do is you'll go with another officer for right now.
We're gonna do citation.
Yeah, it just that's a little bit of clerical.
Just paperwork so that whenever they get you there, they can process you quickly. Okay, we got this. You want me to grab this?
Yeah, is there anything else I need to know about before we?
I'll hang here until you get.
No, as right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I don't know what Juarez is. Like it's software or something. I don't know what it is though. I've never heard of it before. Like a piece of software he's referring to. I don't know. I think maybe this is it's setting in that he's screwed.
I can really tell you right now, and then other stuff.
I don't think he writes one. I think he just doesn't even care. City, yeah, I know. This is the city of Mexico. Like there's a soft piece of software. Juarez, Nigeria. Do you like Nigeria?
Just
hang tight, and I'll hang here with you until we get somebody in here. Okay?
Yeah, taking out.
Yeah. Tough night.
No, I mean I don't want to go through this ever again, but tough.
Fuck yeah, you clown! Such a clown! Such a clown! Such a clown! Tough night. I mean, just a standard response would be nothing, or just like, yep, sucks, but gotta move on, or I don't know, just life, things happen in life. To say, oh no, I'm just not gonna do this again, but in such a smug way, and then to say, tough, nah, yeah, it's gonna get a lot tougher. I think, It's life's gonna be a lot tougher, bro.
How old did you say you were?
59.
59.
Almost 60.
You've seen a lot of life.
Mhm. My father was killed when I was 2 years old.
Really?
He was shot in the back, and my mother was 70.
Wow.
And she brought me up and she died a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's kind of funny.
What is?
Well,
Oh, okay, Juarez. Okay.
how my sister and my half sister, and they always, they always come back with,
This is what a program looks like.
we never know. You don't. You never know. I'm sorry, I didn't really answer your question, but it really does. It's more intuitive than you think.
Oh, you don't think
Actually,
so?
my mother's said something in my history.
You don't think the father actually was shot and killed? You think maybe he left or something else? He died some other way, or was just in prison?
Always come back. And my mother's brother-in-law was like the head of the Democratic Party in Cellmate County, and he was corrupt as hell. I really didn't know him very well, but we'd go down and we'd have.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about 30 years here. We'd go down and we'd have a squirrel in his house. It was that down. And I don't know what you really want. There was something in her back in the history, something back in the history of my family that not that she wanted to hide, but
Maybe he did. Maybe he did make the whole thing up.
You always keep it low.
You kind of
and
a
I was
question
gonna
mark.
do that. I was an upfront musician. I played with country club in Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played the piano, and I really have. I played. There was a country club in Cincinnati. I played. Yeah.
Wow, Jim. Mozart, Beethoven himself. Every single country club has been bestowed the majestic Jim Rauch, the Rauch 5. Every club. Name a club in Cincinnati that Jim has not performed his musical art, his talent. I think nay. Why does it matter? I mean, at this point, why do you care? Why does this matter to her? You're never going to see this woman ever again in your entire life. Unless it's at the trial. I don't know how that worked. But you will never see this person in your life again. And if you do, it's not for good reasons. Ugh. Is he just trying to keep himself happy because he knows about to be fucked? So he's trying to be happy? I don't get it. Oh man, this guy, these stories are just so stupid.
And it's funny. I played for big people.
Oh.
I was thinking, just as we were talking about, thinking about the times that I played from Marge shot. The Cincinnati Country Club. I'm sorry, you're the sport as you, but we walked in, and Marge and I walked in at the same time. And I said hello. She was a drunkard, just a total drunkard. By the time I finished my first set, they had carried her out of the Cincinnati Country Club, stone drunk. And this was years before all the controversies with the Reds and all that. This is before she even had an ownership of the Reds. Oh, who else have I known over the years?
Fuck, God, this is so. I played for such big people. I played with such big people. Oh man, I know you should go back on tour and get Cheyenne to do vocals at this point. Yeah, seriously. That's exactly it. Jim Rauch and the Bears of Bowling Green. His recorder playing is better than all Stephen Coates music. That's bad. Ouch. Stephen Coates. I didn't do anything. No, I was going to say, the funny thing about the whole Marshot thing, so Marshot is essentially, is Cincinnati's a really German city. I think Rauch is German. Rauchstein, probably. Yeah, Marshot was a woman that wealthy, rich German family. Her husband was rich. He died in the 60s. So she's probably, drunkard because her husband died. And then she bought a share in the Cincinnati Reds, the Major League Baseball team there. But being, I guess, maybe probably a cultural difference, or maybe she's just a racist. She was known to be racist towards a lot of like the black and Hispanic players. So I think this was in the 80s and the 90s. So she had to pretty much piss off and not have much stake in the company. Not the team, excuse me, because of her like racist remarks. I think she pretty much was gone. And then the baseball stadium at the campus, at UC campus, is actually named after her. And when I was there was a push to try to get the name changed, but they just never really did that. But again, this is this level of like who cares? It's over and done with. 40 years later, sitting here, oh, who have I played for? I played for so many people. It's like the first person I could think of was a racist old German lady. Yeah, it's so stupid.
I've seen Bob Taft and seen Bob Taft's wife in slippers come to a party. Oh God, another case.
Yeah, Bob Taft is part of like basically the whole dynasty. Like the brother, or I think his brother. No, not brother. The father, grandfather was the president. Yeah, the Taft family, like the politicians, are pretty big in like Cincinnati, Ohio. I think he was a former governor as well. One of them was a governor of the state. But again, who cares? Well, I saw her come to a party in slippers. Wow, cool, wonderful. While you sitting in the corner, freaking, I don't know.
Oh, we've played so many great jobs.
Wow. So what instrument did you play?
I play keyboards.
Keyboard?
Yeah. I don't do too much of it anymore. I'll play a wedding reception tape, just for cocktail music, or maybe for an hour. We'll play the wedding. I played organ too. I played for 24 years out in Milford's Methodist Church. Wedding after wedding after wedding.
Wow.
Never paid anything.
No.
$125 2 nights.
Oh.
I played with the Christian church over here in Covington a couple weeks ago. One lousy service the week before Palm Sunday. Walked in, did a rehearsal with their choir. $150. Couldn't believe it. If that's the kind of money I was making,
Yeah. Let me check and see what's going on.
I'm not really definitely sure. Okay, just take your time.
Alright.
Take your time. It keeps me out of my house. Yeah, I just love like these stupid stories about, oh, I made all this money. Oh, who cares? Let's see, skip all this bullshit because we're about to be done. You're about to be done. I love the shot. I love the shot of Rauch. This is your Christmas off, or not Christmas. Well, I guess this is like the Swingers Club Santa outfit right here, and this is gonna be my Halloween costume. Just because I have slippers like that, black socks, black slacks. I need a leather jacket and have a similar red shirt, but I need to get like a thing for that. Yeah. I mean, this is our Rauch, my Lord Rauch. His last night of freedom to sleep away his woes. Nice one, CTP. This is what a guy looks like. Oh,
Hey Jim, we got one other housekeeping issue. Now, when you came in, you had a cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
And what else did you have with you?
A billfold, my keys, my money.
Okay, did you have,
Billfold?
what are those things called? A Trio or Blackberry or?
Trio was my phone.
Okay. We would like to take a look at that.
Fine.
Would you give me consent to do so? Okay, so that'd be,
I would tell them that I am dressed in the outfit of a man, a myth, a legend, a god of the arts. From the romance to the written to the audio to storytelling. This is what a guy looks like. That's who I'm dressed as. Only the best of the best can understand and decipher, my lord.
big property. And you got consent to complete search of property located at. It was on your person, right?
Ooh, take it off, Rauch.
Okay, and it's a trio?
Trio, T-R-E-O.
Take it off, Rauch. Get Catherine steaming.
And you had a cell phone in addition to that, or it's all one
It's
thing?
my phone.
Okay. And is there anything else that I would use to describe it?
No, not really.
Trio, okay. I grant this consent to.
I want that outfit off.
It just has all my addresses and all my people.
I want to see the hot rod bod my lord has. He looks so defeated. He looks so defeated. Because he is defeated. She kind of smirks. But she's smirking at him.
Okay. Date is April.
Give me an 18, 19-year-old dime. I'm fine with that. The 13, God, no, I don't want 13 dimes.
What today?
The time.
Yeah.
The time.
I watched Guy today as actually.
His watch died today.
The time. 150, thanks.
150.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
150. Good lord.
150.
So that means that they, let's see.
Okay.
They pretty much started interrogating
make
at
sure it
12.
reads correctly. I hereby consent to a complete search of the property located on my person and more particularly described as Treo, T-R-E-O. I grant this consent to Agent Catherine Reed, known to.
I like how they zoom in on his face. Like they're like, we can zoom in on his defeated ass face. That he knows he's screwed. Not only is he tired, but starting to get hung over. He's done.
Me to be an agent of the Office of the Attorney General and to such other officers deemed necessary to assist. I know that I have a right to refuse to consent, and I voluntarily give up that right. I know that the agent does not have a search warrant. I have not been threatened or coerced in any way, nor have I been promised any favor or benefit. I have read this consent form, or it has been read to me, and I understand it. The date is April 13th, 2007, and this time is 1:50 a.m.
Drawn this. He's realizing it.
Okay. Alright, and he's working on the citation, he's almost done with that, I promise. We're gonna get you out of here soon enough.
Whatever happens, happens.
Alright, thanks.
Whatever happens, happens. Lots gonna happen, buddy. Look at that. The defeat! Defeat of Rauch. Rauch has been defeated. He probably thought he was in Cheyenne's
Hey
house.
Jim,
Yes.
can we get the number on that, the cell number for that?
I don't really know.
You don't know your cell number?
No, I really don't. I'm trying to think of.
Well, I'll give you a minute to think.
How's he not know
It's
his-
on the phone. If you get the phone, I really seriously don't know what it is. I never used it as, I never tell it.
Yeah.
Call that number.
Is there anything else that identifies it as such?
It's Verizon.
I think he got, 5 or 6 years, and then he has lifetime supervision. Like at least 10 years RSO, or maybe it's lifetime RSO.
It sends directly from my 831 number, from my home number. God, I wish I knew what it was.
What do you mean it sends directly from your 831 number?
I have my 831. My home number always forward to it. I never use my landline.
Okay.
I just don't know what the number is. It's been so long since I've done it.
Okay, so you're 513 831
9425.
94
Someone should call that number.
It forwards to that number, whatever it is.
forwards.
What's the number?
And I really seriously don't know. It's on the phone.
Kidding.
If you
Shouldn't do that.
if somebody brings the phone to your age, you can get it. It's right there. It tells you.
Okay.
It's Verizon.
Yeah, 46.
Verizon. Cell service.
Yeah, I don't know, $68.75 a month. It's a joke.
It's not a joke. She doesn't care.
I'm sorry, I don't know that. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't even know what it starts with. I really don't have any idea what it starts with.
Did you get it in Cincinnati? The
Yeah,
service
yeah.
came out of Cincinnati?
Yeah, it's over in Beachmont.
So it's a 513
Yeah,
area.
I just don't know what the next numbers are. I'd be guessing. I'd really be guessing.
So when you use it, you just give people your landline number and they.
Yeah, it forwards to my phone.
Okay.
That's the reason why I want to.
All right.
Hello.
All right. Well, I feel that's enough information. If not, we may have to back up and punt.
No, I hope not.
Thank you.
Being tired.
I'm getting tired. Well, it's your fault. Well, yeah, this is basically it. I mean, what are you shrugging at me for, dick? Yeah, so basically this is it. I mean, he's just gonna sit here like a sad sack. So yeah, I'll just stop it. There. Yeah. I mean, that's Jim. That's Jim Rauch. Wow. So that video. I'm surprised we were able to power through all that. Oh man, tired, but I'm glad we were able to power through. I think might be because of things. So he might be. So yeah, that's pretty much Jim Rauch. Yeah, I don't know. Different way. Definitely a good watch, good read, good watch, good listen. Yeah. So my final synopsis about Jim Rauch, especially in terms of his interrogation, is his denial to see what he did was wrong, to differentiate the fact that she was a child and cannot give consent, and it what was that, my neighbor? So yeah, I don't know, like in terms of his sliminess, I think he's a different sliminess for the fact that he's so confident in his own ability and the fact he blames the police, and just how his chat goes from being right off the bat sexual, webcam, everything, you know, bing bang boom, within what 2 or 3 minutes he's pretty much incriminated himself. And it's not until very late in the chat where he starts to show some type of like, oh, wait a second, I could get in trouble for this. So I think I still think he's one of my favorite, if he is my favorite Predator. Just his alpha arrogance and his delusion when he's with the police. And, you know, if you watch it in reverse order, it's even funnier when you see how he paints himself, and how he blames police, and how he blames Yahoo and Goggle. And seemingly his lack of remorse, his lack of seeing anything he did was wrong. And again, not realizing it's a child and just treating it as just like another casual human. And, you know, this is what a guy looks like. This is what a guy looks like. More of an education for Swingers Club. Yeah, it's all great. So what am I going to be doing next? So Brandy and I are going to be doing a stream. I think we're going to do Dustin. I know collaborating you did Dustin, but I think we'll do Dustin. I'm going to probably message you collaborating because I know I'm going to have to figure something out to do a co-stream with her as well. So unless I think I do it, but I'll have to probably shoot you a message. So Brandy and I will do a collab with Dustin. As far as me, I don't know who I'm going to do next. I kind of want to do a Predator that doesn't have a lot of footage or doesn't have a lot of videos on, so we can get a new analysis on it. I might string together some footage of different Predators, so probably not, because I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably going to start with the DC Sting. So probably next week. So Brady and I will do Dustin. We're going to start with the chat log. We're going to see where we want the sperm first, mouth, pussy, or ass. And we're going to put a birdhouse together. So we'll do that. And then we're going to do probably 1 or 2 videos. We might be able to crank it out one in terms of his police footage. I just need to get it out of the way. I just need to vent and let out my, because, I just need to get it out about him. He is just one of the slimiest guys. So yeah, I think after that, once I'll get back on track, and I'll do the DC Sting and kind of give my personal insight to it because I was of that age when the Sting came out, and the Sting house was probably about 20 minutes from where I grew up. So it had a huge impact in our neighbor, and not our neighbor, but our area. And so I'll definitely get a lot of good insight to that, just as in a perspective of someone who lived in a Sting area. And yes, I think that'll be good. Everyone does Dustin. You can't not do Dustin. Dustin, you might do Jay Reffner tonight. Oh, that'd be funny. Oh yeah, I kind of want to do Jay Reffner too. If you want, I can join you. I mean, I don't need to do it. I mean, that's up to you. I don't need to join you, but I'd love to do Jay Reffner. Yeah, God, I love Jay. Yeah. Who's your girlfriend? I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, CTP. I'm down. I mean, I'm definitely down to just, make videos definitely just collab and just talk. And yeah, Corey Hia, I love that guy. It's like some chick beer. So yeah. I mean, if collaborating, if you need a partner, now you can take it on yourself. I don't no problem with that. And oh yeah, because yeah, you're out of town. Where are you going tonight? You going on a work trip? Make sure you bring condoms. Little Lee Greer. Yeah, so that's pretty much going to be my thing. So just keep posted on my channel. And I gotta, so I guess I'll just refresh. So tomorrow, most likely, and if not this weekend, Brady and I are going to take on Dustin. And then next week, I'm going to start with the DC Sting. Basically start with like my insight into how it affected, I think, my area, me as a person of age of that time, being the same age as the child that Stephen Benoff and I already forgot his name, the famous one, Kennelly and Kay, being that age and just how like it affected us as kids and parents as well. So that'll go on. And if keep calling you collab, Claude time. Yeah, if you want some help with JRef, feel free to hit me up. I'll make some time. And CTP, yeah, I'll help you out with some Corey here. And if you guys want to jump on during next week when I do DC, guys, let me know. Just shoot me an email. I think my email's on there. Hit me up on the forum or just leave me a message or a comment or something, and definitely work something out. So any last things for anybody that wants to pop in and say? Let me just read all the other comments. Yeah, I know Dustin. Dustin. There's too much on Dustin, so yeah, you can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, forgot the. Yeah, I think he's the only one that tries to put up that kind of excuse, like trying to suggest the cops manipulate. Yeah, like the manipulation that you got manipulated by the cops. He definitely does that. That whole like they enticed me to the point and all that. It's like not like he tries to make him what he said and what he did is innocent. He was just there to help and stuff, and he doesn't really talk about anything sexual until the very last minute. But that's okay. Yeah, I'll give you my social number so you can find me, and then once I'm 18, we can get married. Once I'm 18. Yeah, of course. Oh, you should do Deepak Bist. Yeah, that sting has a lot of. Flagler Beach has some pretty interesting guys. The only issue, and I blame Cookie and Tix for this because very unprofessional. I mean, look at him. No, I'm just kidding. But the audio is a little bit of a factor. But I think the way I do it right here is I just don't have headphones. It's just me talking. I think the audio should pick it up. So yeah, of course. I will check it out, Michael. I will check it out. And yeah, one last thing. I'm big. You probably don't want me around you. But yeah, guys. So I'm gonna probably sign off real quick. Gotta eat some dinner. I'm hungry. Been Ubering all day, so I'm kind of hungry. But yeah, I'll be back on. I got to figure something out to try to get things coordinated with Brandy. But yeah, we're going to be back on hopefully tomorrow afternoon with the very, very excitingly gross chat of Dustin McFetrich. Then we will get to his video. So again, everyone, I appreciate all the love and the comments. Everyone's been funny. Thank you to Michael, Johnny Utah, Conscious Type, Frigid, Clobberin, Bronco, Roscoe. Who else is up here? I thought someone else. I think I'm missing somebody else. If I'm missing someone, please just yell at me and report me and delete your archives. But again, everybody, I appreciate all the love. I'm having a great time with everybody. Yes, Derek XD. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this. So yeah, again, guys, I'll see you guys around, and cheers. And hopefully, if things don't work out tomorrow, everyone have a great Friday, great weekend. I'll be back on. Again, praise my Lord Rauch. He is the one and true Rauch. Thank you. And good night.